Hi students, now we're going to finish by the MCM root. What is MCM root? Here it's nth because you look at the denominator. So let us start. It is if you have x power n over m. Here we say MCM root. We look at the denominator. If you put m over n, it's called nth root. Why? This is written as square root x n numerator inside and m. For example, if you want to do x power 2 over 3, it will be x cubic root, this is we say, because the denominator here is a 3, cubic root of x square. Okay, if you have x 5 over 6, for example, it will be x5, we read it as sixth root of x power 5. So you realize if you have the MTM root is even, so inside must be positive or it will be impossible. So if n is even, denominator is even, so the answer must be inside positive. Okay, if it's odd, you can have whatever you want. For example, if you have x power 5 over 7, here the MTM root is odd, it doesn't matter. You can write it as x seventh root of x5. It can be positive and negative inside, it doesn't matter because the MTM root is odd. Now how do we solve it? For example, let us take an example. I want you to simplify. You have a cubic root of 2 power, let me take an example, 2 power 7. What do you do here? You can tell me, and I can write the cubic root of as 2 cube multiple of 3 times 2 cube 6 and 2 power 1. So if you add the power, it will be 3 plus 3 plus 1 is 7. So you can split it, cubic root of 2 cube, cubic root of 2 cube, and cubic root of 2. By definition, this is 3 over 3 is 1, so 2. Here 3 over 3 is 1, 2. And you're going to get 2 square cubic root of 2. Instead of doing all that process, we can do it very fast. How we divide 7 by 3 because it's division, as you know, inside of. So if you divide 7 by 3, the quotient here is 2 and the remainder is 1. So the quotient will be the power outside and the remainder will be the power inside. So if you have cubic root of 2 power 7, so the quotient is 2, so you have 2 power 2 outside and 2 power 1 inside. Let me take more example. Suppose you have fifth root of 2 power 13, x power 7, y power 28 times t power 4. I told you simplify. So first of all, you divide 13 by 5. So if you want, you can write it like this. Fifth root, and let us start. 13 divided by 5, so the quotient here is 2. So you have 2 power 2 outside. And the remainder is a 3, so 2 cube inside. Quotient outside and the remainder inside. 7, if you divide 7 by, if you divide, we have here, we're going to divide 7 by 5. So the quotient is 1 and the remainder is 2. So here you're going to get, no need to put absolute value since here it's odd. If it's even, you put, so x power 1 here and the remainder inside. You have 28 divided by 5. So this is 5 and the remainder is a 3. So you have y power 5 outside and y power remainder 3. And since the power of t is smaller than 5, you cannot divide, you keep it inside. So this is the way. Quotient will be the power outside, remainder will be the power inside. So let us start. Cubic root of 128 is 2 power 7. So if you divide 7 by 3, So here it will be 2 and remainder is 1. So 2 squared the power 2 here and 2 power 1 inside. So 4 cubic root of 2. 768, it's 2 power 8 times 3. X7 U15 T3. Now we divide 8 by 5. If you divide 8 by 5, so 1 and 3. So 2 power 1 outside, 2 power 3 inside. You have 3. I forgot to put 3 here. 3, it has a power 1, so it keeps inside. Now you have x7. If you divide 7 by 5, quotient is 1 and remainder 2. This is for x. So x square outside. Sorry, x power 1 outside because the quotient is 1 and x square inside. And if you take 15 divided by 5, you have a 3, no remainder. So all outside, you're going to have u power 3 outside, no inside. And since the power 3 is smaller than 5, so t cube inside. If you take number 3, you divide 15 by 4. First of all, if you divide 15 by 4, 12, quotient is a 3, 12, and remainder is a 3. Remainder is a 3. So 3 inside and 3 outside. So you're going to put 2 cube outside and 2 cube inside. If you take 5, 5 divided by 4, quotient 1 and the remainder 1. So you have 5 outside, power 1, and 5 up inside, power 1. If you take 10, 10 divided by 4, so you have 2 and 2. So x squared ends outside and x squared. Here no need, this is fourth root. No need to put absolute value because x squared is even. 13 divided by 4 for you. So here 3 and the remainder 1. So u power 3, but I put it in absolute. Unless if the variables are positive, no need to put absolute value because nth root is 4. So I put absolute value and remain power 1. So u power 1 inside. I have t minus 1 power 6. If I divide 6 by 4, you all know quotient 1, remainder 2. So t minus 1 outside because power is 1 odd. You put it in absolute value and the square is inside. So it's very easy, only by division. 24, you all know, is 8 times 3. So 2 cube times 3. 8 is 2 cube. So I write it in 1/4 root. First of all, outside with outside, so 15. How many 2 you have? 2 power 6, you can see it here. How many 3 you have? You have 1 3 only. X5 and X is X6, Y6 and Y1, Y7. So now you divide 6 by 4. If you divide 6 by 4, quotient 1, remainder 2. So 2 power 1 outside and 2 power 2 inside. In 2 power 2 inside times 3 is directly is a 12 because 3 you cannot take it out because it's power 1. 6 divided by 4, also here is 6 divided by 4. So quotient 1. So I have x outside and x square inside. And y7, if you divide 7 by, sorry, 4, I do copy paste, that's why. 7 divided by 4, 1 and 3. So you have y outside and y cubed inside. So you can put it in one absolute value. So that's it concerning the MTM root. Now suppose you want to solve for x using MTM root. So here we're going to start in this problem. You take the 2 to the other side. It's 24 over 3 is 8. So you have x minus 1 power 3 over 2 equal to 8. So I want x. So since the power here is minus 3 over 2, so I multiply by the inverse, so that to get 1 on both sides. So 6 over 6 cancel out, so x minus 1. 8 is 2 cube. 2 cube power 2 over 3. So 6 over 3, so 2 square, which is 4, so x is 5. And it's possible. Why it's possible? Because here the power is even and the answer is positive. And if you want, you can do it on the scratch. X minus 1. Here you have square root and the cubic root equal to 8. If x is 5, 5 minus 1, 4 positive, so it's positive. You don't have impossible for negative. You have impossible if you have negative. Like this one, if you want to solve it, you're going to get minus 5. You take the 2, minus 25 over 5 is minus 5. Why it's impossible? No need to continue, because if you want to write it like this, 2x minus 1 inside 3, and here I have square root in 2. No need to put 2. Can square root equal negative? No, square root is impossible to be negative, so we don't continue. If you want to do this one, it will be 81 over 327. So this is positive, it doesn't matter. So I have power 3 over 4. I do 4 over 3 on both sides. So it will be x minus 3. 27 is a 3 cube, and you have power 4 over 3. So it will be 3 power 4, which is 81. So x is 84. Here, if you have this one, you take the minus 2 to the other side, it will be minus 18 over 2 minus 2. Why it's impossible? Always when you have something negative, try to write it like this, x minus 3. Here you have square, and here you have cube. Let us use our logic. You have a square. Can square be negative? Even it's odd. But here you have a square inside. It's always positive. Cubic root of positive is positive. So I have negative, so it is impossible. So always when you have like this, try to write it of that form and check. Here if you want, so you take it minus 64 over 2 minus 32. So let us see if it can be possible. So x minus 3, you have power 5. Power 5, it can be inside positive and negative, and cubic, it can be positive and negative. So here, if it's inside negative, cubic root, it works. So it can be negative, no problem. So minus 32, I have 5 over 3, so I do on both sides 3 over 5. Here and here 3 over 5. So here will be 1. 32 is 2 power 5, so it will be minus 8. So x minus 3 equal minus 8, so x is minus 5. Here you have, as you can see, power 1 over 3, 1 over 6. So you multiply both sides by power 6 to cancel. To cancel, you have 6 and 3. So which one will cancel? 6. So 6 over 3 is a square. 6 over 6 here is 1. A minus b square, a square minus 2ab plus b square. So you have an equation of second degree. You have x is 0 and x is 7 over 4. Always we check. If you replace here x by 0 in this equation, always check. You're going to get minus 1 power 1 over 3, which is negative number, equal 1 power 1 over 6. Is it possible for positive to be negative? Akid, you know. And if you replace by 7 over 4, this is positive and this is positive, so it works. So that's it concerning the nth root. It's very easy. Hope that you got it.